Hey y'all. I had to come back because I've been seeing Tiffany and Ronald and them posting the pictures, and it's been like getting me very excited, bringing my hopes up, warming my heart. So I wanted to talk about them, and if you guys have seen the recent pictures of Ronald and Carly. Um, as y'all know, this was 90 Day Fiance the other way, um, with Tiffany. Let me get that guy off the picture. um, Tiffany and Ronald. Ronald lives in South Africa, and Tiffany and her son Daniel went to go to South Africa, and they were actually planning on staying there, but then she quickly realized how dangerous it was and not very clean, and Daniel couldn't just go out and play. And then the main issue was, because then she got pregnant with Carly, Ronald's daughter. So it was really heartbreaking to see her leaving because they were going to try to have the baby in South Africa because Ronald wanted to experience that. Like him and Daniel's bond, is beyond amazing. Like the love they have for each other it is just amazing. Oh my gosh. They're so sweet. But Ronald wanted to be with Tiffany, of course, because, who great father wouldn't? He wanted to be there and experience the pregnancy, go to the doctor's appointments, and then he wanted to, of course, be there while she was giving birth to his baby girl. So they checked out the doctors, the hospitals, and the pretty much, I guess, the main hospital, I guess you could say, was very unsanitary. The lady said that a lot of times people come in and the girls have to deliver their babies on the floor because they don't even have enough beds. And you could barely even call them a bed. So she said most of the time, if not all the time, the dads aren't even allowed in the rooms for the delivery because there's already too many patients. So that was kind of like, well, that defeats the purpose, So then their other option was going to a hospital that costs quite a bit of money. And Tiffany was very smart, and she's very smart. She's smart and she's sensitive, and she understands because Ronald's like, I will do whatever. I will, make sure we have enough money so you could, have Carly at this hospital. But Tiffany knew that he cannot have stress like that on him because not only was he a former drug addict, more importantly in this situation, he was also an addict with gambling. So, of course, Tiffany knows this, and she doesn't want Ronald to get so stressed out to afford this hospital that he would go and gamble or do something crazy, because that's how much he wanted her to have, the baby there with him. So in the long run, her and Daniel had to pack up and leave to come back to the States. And she decided to have Carly in the States just because it was clean and safe in the outside world as well. Of course, United States is definitely not perfect. There is crime everywhere. But it just, Daniel was able to go to the park and play, do stuff like that. They were able to go walk around, and they weren't really able to do that in South Africa. So anyways, oh my gosh, she looks just like her dad. I love this picture. So then they had, like, I seen them kind of like bickering. They like posted about each other. And I did a video about it before because I was trying not to even do a video about it because I was like, no, they're just unfortunately putting stuff on the internet whenever they had a big fight, and they'll get over it. Well, apparently, some people think that they were just pretending to be filing for a divorce, which I don't think that is it at all. For one, whenever you are married or in any relationship, you're going to have fights, okay? And it just gets worse if, they're social. I cut off. I don't know where I left off at. But no, I do not think that they faked this argument. I don't think that they were lying whenever they said they were going to file for divorce. I think they did all of that out of anger, because I think they were really honestly going through it. Of course, all marriages has their up and downs. They're going to have their trials and tribulations. And especially whenever, he's in South Africa and she's here. That's hard. That is a very long distance, hard relationship. And then not only that, they have 2 kids. Daniel, I call Daniel his son because, like Ronald says, that's my boy. That's my boy. They are like father and son, seriously. And then, now there's a baby, Carly. She's still a baby. So that puts more pressure on both of them. So it makes them more stressed. So yeah, I honestly think everything was real. I think they just got very frustrated with each other and just so happened to put it on social media like some people do. And of course, most of the people end up regretting it. But sometimes it's just like an outlet. And it wasn't even like people were saying Ronald said Tiffany, stepped out on the marriage, like she cheated on him. And that's not what he said. He wasn't, they were just misinterpreting things that were being said. He was just saying how he was going to file for a divorce in South Africa since she never filed her marriage license once she got to the States. He thought that was pretty shady that she, I guess didn't do that. And then I guess Tiffany was saying how she couldn't trust. I think it was honestly both trust issues. And of course it's harder whenever someone has an addiction and you are not with them. Yeah, it's gonna worry you if you don't hear from them, if you don't know where they're at when they're home. The more anxious you get, you start planning stuff in your head like, oh my gosh, she must be doing this. She must be doing this. But anyways, back to this lovely picture. I think it was a few days ago. Tiffany was posting, she was on an airplane. She was going to South Africa. Now some people are debating, is this just like a visitation or are they getting back together? What's going on? I honestly think they are going to try to work things out. And of course, that's what I want. I want them to work it out. I honestly see them together. Tiffany and Ronald together, I think they are just so cute. And they just really fit together. And then the babies, I mean, it hurt so hard to see Daniel and Ronald at that airport. They were both like completely in tears, devastated. Like Daniel, like they really got close very quickly. And then of course with Carly, I mean, of course she's just a baby, but second. Oh, out we go. But yeah, that's his baby. And I've lost you guys again. My child hits the phone. So Tiffany, yes, okay, and then the picture, my little smiling queen, my little angel, princess of my heart, those chubby cheeks kill me. And she didn't say anything about Ronald, but of course, why not leave a little suspense for people? I want them together, so in my head, they are getting together. They are trying to work things out as we speak. I don't know if he needs to come to the States. I don't know what that process is. But you are very beautiful, baby. But she did tag Ronald, and I was like so nervous before, like whenever he had me in my feelings. Like he did a story, and it was like you can tell he was like upset. And I messaged him just to like make sure he was okay, and he said that things were getting better and everything. So I was really happy to hear that. I wanted to be like, so what's the update, but I'm gonna leave him alone. I don't want, anyone to think like the wrong idea. But Ronald, he's such a proud, happy dad. But Daniel, I guess Daniel wasn't able to go because like of school. But Ronald was saying how he would be seeing Daniel soon, since there's going to be, school breaks coming up. So let's see. Yes, girl. Alright, that's old. This was the airport. Awaiting patiently for those doors to open and welcome arrival of Tiffany and Carly. So excited, but sad, same time, because unfortunately... Is that funny? Laugh at it, girl. I love how he says, my boy. But sad same time, because unfortunately my boy couldn't make it due to school, etc. Wish he could be here, miss him a lot. But soon I will see him again. School holidays is not far. So, obviously, it's gonna happen. And these little pictures. I was so happy. She's so cute. Look at her. She looks just like both of them. She's literally 50-50. She is half of Ronald. She is half of Tiffany. She is adorable. Do y'all see his finger? Do y'all see his finger? Oh, I'm so excited. He needs to post that more. But that's one thing. I think that's like so attractive. And not only attractive, but like really like appreciative, and just like whenever you see a man love and care for another child, whether it be his blood child, his step child, his any kid, whenever you see like a man with a kid and they, are just like amazing with them, that's just like, I love that. That is such, like, yes. But, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Tiffany and Ronald? I'm already going to put it out there in the atmosphere that they are working things out right now and they're going to be together. They just don't want to, say anything too soon. They're going to, try to work it in silence. But I'm ready to see pictures of Ronald and Tiffany, and I'm ready to see pictures of Ronald and Daniel. But like, subscribe, leave me some comments.